culture correspondent and tells us what's happening in area stages and screens. We love when he comes in the studio. He is here today, and good morning, sir.
I'm fine, Joe.
Good, excellent.
In other words, the back side
was
was a pool. You could see the bridge.
Yes.
Have you had a chance to see it yet?
I was right off
I loved it.
in that
I thought
development.
it was a very entertaining way of presenting a very difficult journalistic problem. Do we break the law or not?
Yeah.
Is it breaking the law?
Right.
Plus, it's also Meryl Streep, as the owner of the Washington Post, becoming the owner of the Washington Post. She has to own it and take authority, because all the men around her are pretty much terribly sexist and demeaning to her.
Yes. It was eerie. You know, it was so lifelike and so amazing. And the performances were just incredible. I thought by everyone, really a beautiful cast.
And that was funny too, because like halfway through the movie, and I'm looking at all these various supporting actors, and I realized, okay, Spielberg turned to his casting director and said, "Get me all the TV people."
Yeah.
Because it's all people from TV.
Yeah.
Sarah Paulson and Bob Odenkirk and David Cross and Alison Brie. It's, you know, and they're all amazing.
Get dropped
Really
off
good.
down here.
But it was Michael Stuhlbarg.
Yeah.
Nice little
When they had to work on these
role as
programs.
the head of the New York Times, little condescending to
Where's St.
a nice
Francis
little part. You know, it's like, oh, you're from the Post.
Yeah.
Somewhere around here too.
The
In other
interesting
words,
thing is that really because it was the New York Times that was
Yes.
really having the main
I think
fight,
that's
but then
where
going for
probation,
this not lesser story, but sort of second bar story. I
Right.
thought was really interesting, because it allowed the Post to show. It wasn't as sometimes I felt it was a bit manipulative and Spielbergian in the sense that
Yes.
you know, toward the end there when
you're gonna, when you get down around the city, you're gonna bear to the left.
yeah, you know, there's a quote at the end of the film that kind of sets up the next moment of history. I thought that was a little cheesy. There's another moment where a Supreme Court decision is read, and the music swells, and there's a close-up on the person on the phone that is giving this to the newsroom, and I thought that was a little bit. But to your point, a very entertaining, lovely film of journalism.
Yes, and I actually did see a funny
you can go
comment
two ways,
online.
right? You can come,
Someone on the Twitter said,
off
I
of 52,
didn't think they'd really end it with
52.
next week on the Post.
Yeah, that's sort of what they did. And,
Did you like this film?
and weirdly,
It's one of my favorite places.
the quintessential film on that has already been done, but whatever.
Exactly.
But whatever. Okay. It's The Post. It's out. I'm sure we'll get Oscar nominations on
Yes.
Tuesday.
Well,
so
it's
we'll
funny,
see what
we would've
happens.
might not. I told you I was
Weirdly,
up Big West.
It was nominated for
White
Golden Globes. I don't think it won one, so we'll see what happens with the Oscars. All right. Coming up tonight, Saratoga.
Singer-songwriter, folk singer Tracy Grammer will have her CD release show at Cafe Lena in Saratoga Springs. That's tonight at 7 o'clock. Tomorrow night, this is a larger event. It's going to have more events with it, but it's the Town of Great Barrington W.E.B. Du Bois 150th Festival kickoff. There are going to be speakers. There'll be the presentation of the one-man play W.E.B. Du Bois, A Man for All Times. And there'll be a panel discussion. And this is all at the Mahawi Performing Arts Center in Great Barrington. This is tomorrow night at 6 p.m. and it's free.
Yeah. Excellent. Free.
Also tomorrow night, as the intro music played, it's folk singer-songwriter Susan Werner. It's going to be at the 8 Step Proctors in Schenectady. That's at 7:30 p.m. She's been compared
Then we meet back.
to Paul Simon,
And then we go
Joan
into the-
Baez said she was just magnificent. All right, so there you go. Saturday afternoon at the New York State Museum Huxley Theater, there's going to be an event related to this ongoing exhibit called The Spirit of Sacrifice, New York State in the First World War. It's called Love V, The Letters of Lieutenant Basil B. Elmer. It's a dramatic reading of his war. He was in the New York. They called them the Fighting 69. They were actually the 165th or something regiment. It's too complicated to explain, but it sounds like it's going to be a nice window into the past.
Excellent.
What was that?
Saturday night at
When
the
we
Torrey
did
Savings
things
Bank
with
Music
it,
Hall.
you know, you're really
It's
trying to
Scott
help
Bradley's
people.
Postmodern
understood.
Jukebox.
The 80s and the early 90s.
You
really
really
actually
songs by the likes
thought that you
of
can
Lady
really
Gaga
rehabilitate.
and Taylor Swift and perform them in the style of the 1930s and
It was a very good
50s.
time.
Really is
I was motivated
unusual
to
and
do that.
entertaining. Saturday night at NASMOCA's Hunter Center in North Adams.
Going on that you can really feel.
Quinn Dog.
I had outside
Michael
clearance work
Jorgensen
with the butcher. In other
and
words, if you
James
wanted
Earl
to
Thomas,
be
and
assertive, they
make
would give
electronic
you
music
things to
and
keep
set
you
it
busy.
to vintage footage.
Now they
They
teach
use-
you
they use a lot
like
of
you're
NASA
a
stuff.
fucking mushroom.
Moon
You
landing
just sit in the
stuff
fucking
that
hole
sounds
and
interesting
vegetate.
out there.
That's why the
Sunday at
systems
6
are failing
o'clock
even
at
worse.
the Helsinki Hudson's
Because if
new
you don't
ballroom
try.
stage. In Hudson, it's the Dust Bowl Fairies, which is ethereal folk rock.
These girls look like they got tickets and they're in trouble.
Their spirit animal is a taxidermy
They're going to pick
ramhead,
up their flag.
which is a lot eerier than you would think.
They're white.
Monday night at the Palace Theater in Albany, their movie series continues with, they usually show classics like Casablanca's coming up. Monday it's Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Oh, they are going to be.
Yes, they
That's
are.
all they do.
All right. And then
What number we
Tuesday
looking
night
for?
at MPAC in the theater, it's Ephraim Seeley Inheritance. He's in residence at MPAC, and he's working on a film, but this is not going to be like footage from the film. This is going to be the actors performing from the script, which should be an interesting
So
experience.
you're looking for Liberty Street?
And then we have 3 new movies. Of course, the big one is Phantom Thread, reuniting Daniel Day-Lewis and Paul Thomas Anderson, set in the 50s. I'm sure it's deep and
Spring, East Main.
wrenching at
No,
some
that
point,
says Spring
because all of
Valley.
Paul Thomas Anderson's
Or East
movies are
Main.
at some level. Then we have 12 Strong, which is a movie about the early days of the war in Afghanistan, which I believe has been going on for some time now. And then Den of Thieves, which is, you always have to have an actioner come out, and this is Gerald Butler.
Oh, so you've seen
I
Russell?
don't know, he's in Los Angeles, it's a bank robbery thing. It's like, it's the slot. It's like, all right, who's next? Is it Butler or Statham? All right, well, this one's Butler. We'll have Statham in a couple of months.
Still East
Yeah.
Main?
Yeah.
What do we make of the Phantom Thread?
I've seen the trailer enough to know that you don't know what's going to go on in the movie.
I don't really get it.
They've done a really good job of keeping critics who've seen it from saying anything about the plot.
Number.
There's hints that it's a thriller.
So it may not necessarily just be about him